Welcome to Parallel and Perpendicular Guided Notes. The first thing we're going to do is review our skill to find slope between 2 points. We're going to use the slope formula of y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And you can write it as y1 or y2 first. It doesn't actually matter as long as you go in the same order in the numerator and the denominator. So if you want to do y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1, both of those ways work. So let's go ahead and practice over here. So we have the slope between the 2 points 10, 17 and 12, 12. So I'm going to take 12 and subtract 10. And that's actually, let's do 17 because that's my y's. So 12 take away 17 over 12 take away 10. 12 take away 17 is negative 5. And 12 take away 10 is 2. So my slope is negative 5 halves, and we can't simplify that anymore. All right, let's review the next part. So going from slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b is our standard slope-intercept form. M represents our slope. B represents our y-intercept. So let's take a look at this example. Y equals 2x plus 1. What is the slope? 2. It's the value that's with x. What is the y-intercept? 1, which is really the order pair 0, 1. Also with the slope, you can write that as 2 over 1 so that you know your rise and your run. So we're going to start at the y-intercept. So we're going to start here at 1. And then our slope is 2 over 1. So we're going to go up 2 and over 1, up 2 and over 1. If I want to go back, down to back 1, down to back 1, down to back 1. So there's all of my points, and then that creates a nice linear function that I can connect. Okay, so now let's move on to our newer skill that we're going to learn about today. We're going to graph the following lines. So let's review what we just did. So for the first one, we're going to graph at 3, and our slope is 4. If we go up 4, we're going to go off the graph. So let's go down 4 and back 1 and down 4 and back 1. So that is our first equation. The second equation is going to start at negative 1. This time we do have space to go up. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 and over 1, and then down 4 and back 1. So you should notice something about these two graphs. So go ahead and write that down. What you should have put was that the two lines are parallel, and that in the equation, their slopes are equivalent. Okay. Next, what do you notice about the y-intercepts? Well, the y-intercepts happen to be different. All right. So what can we say as our general rule? Parallel lines have the same slope. They don't necessarily have the same y-intercept. If they did, then they would be the exact same line. So their y-intercepts should be different. All right, let's practice. Number 1, what is the slope of a line that is parallel to the line y equals 4x minus 7? Pause your video and go ahead and try that. All right, so the answer should be 4. So this says the slope is 4. Your parallel line should also have a slope of 4. All right, number 2, what is the slope of the line that is parallel to y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4? Pause your video and try that. All right, so this slope is negative 1/2. So to be parallel, your slope would also be 1/2, negative 1/2. Okay. Number 3, this is more of a challenge. It says find the equation of the line parallel to y equals 3x plus 6, but then it has to pass through the point negative 1, 9. So we're adding a second step to our problem. So the first thing we need to do is identify the slope. The slope is 3. So if we want to be parallel, then we need a slope of 3. Okay. So we're halfway done. So we know our equation is going to be y equals 3x plus something. To get this something, the y-intercept, we're going to use the ordered pair negative 1, 9. So use negative 1, 9 to find b. So we're going to write our equation, y equals 3x plus b. And what we're going to do is take the negative 1 and plug it in for x, and take the 9 and plug it in for y. So 9 equals 3 times negative 1 plus b. 9 equals negative 3 plus b. Add 3 to both sides, and you get 12. So 12 is your y-intercept for your equation. So what goes in the missing space is 12. So 12 is your final equation for a line that is parallel to 3x plus 6, but goes to the point negative 1, 9. All right, that's parallel lines. Next is perpendicular lines. So let's take a look here. So let's graph the first one. We're going to start at 3, and we're going to go down 4 and back 1, since we didn't have space to go up. So same exact graph from the previous problem. But this time, the second equation, if you notice, the slope and y-intercept, the slope is negative 1/4. So try to kind of look at that versus the positive 4. Look at those two numbers and see what kind of relationship you can say in your head right now. So when graphing the second equation, we're going to start at 2, and we're going to go down 1 and over 4, and then up 1 and back 4. And so what you should notice with these two graphs is that their slopes are perpendicular. That means they make a 90-degree angle. What else do we know? In the equation, it's 4 versus negative 1/4. So a quick hint that I'm going to give to you, put the 4 over 1, and now look at the two numbers and see what kind of relationship that you can make between those two. The y-intercepts were different. They don't necessarily need to be. All right. So now what we're going to say is perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. So what that really means is that you're going to flip the fraction and switch the sign. So if you notice back up here, it was 4 over 1, and now it's negative 1 over 4. And they don't necessarily have the same y-intercepts. All right, so let's practice. What is the slope of the line that is perpendicular to negative 3 over 7? So right now my slope is negative 3x minus 7. So right now my slope is negative 3. So I want to do opposite reciprocal. So flip the fraction and switch the sign. So my new perpendicular slope is going to be positive 1/3. All right. Number 2, my slope is 1/2 positive. So now pause the video, flip it. So flip your numerator and your denominator and then change the sign. So if it's positive, now it's negative. If it's negative, now it's positive. All right, now that you've tried that, your perpendicular slope should be negative 2/1. You can simplify that down to negative 2. All right, number 3, write the equation that is perpendicular to negative 3/2x minus 1, passing through the point 3, negative 2. So first, identify the slope. Now we need to make a perpendicular. You can do perpendicular with the other symbol or right angle like this. So a perpendicular slope is going to be positive 2/3. So that's the slope we're going to use. Okay? So our final answer is going to be y equals positive 2/3 x plus something. In order to get that something, we have to use the ordered pair. So we're going to use ordered pair 3, negative 2, and our new slope of 2/3. So y equals 2/3 x plus b, but we're going to take the 3, we're going to plug that in for x, take the negative 2, plug that in for y. So now you get negative 2 equals 2/3 times 3 plus b. 2/3 times 3 is 2, so negative 2 equals 2 plus b. Subtract 2 from both sides, and you get b is negative 4. So that's what's going to go over in the rest of the problem. So y equals 2/3 x minus 4, or you could put plus negative 4. So I'm going to kind of doctor it up and put minus 4. Okay. Now you got some mixed practice, so go ahead and try these 6 on your own, and then submit your answers in your Edpuzzle. All right, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Actually, before I leave, let's go over number 1, now that I'm looking at it, to make sure that we're clear how to change from standard form to slope-intercept form. So if you guys remember, what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2x plus 3y equals 4. You're going to take away the 2x from both sides. So 3y equals negative 2x plus 4. Then you're going to divide by 3 because you eventually want the y to be by itself. So y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4/3. The slope right now is negative 2/3. They want it to be parallel. So then you want a slope that's parallel. So that means they're the same. So you want a slope of negative 2/3. Okay. And then, for example, number 4, we could do that one together, and then you're going to do the rest on your own. So number 4 says, are these lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So looking at the first one, y equals negative 2x plus 4. The slope is negative 2, so I don't have to do any work with that one. I can kind of just wait a minute. But the second equation, I do have to solve that one because you don't really know what the slope is yet. So let's go ahead and take away 5x from both sides. So now we have 10y equals negative 5x plus 3. And then divide by 10. So y equals negative 5 over 10 is really negative 1/2 x plus 3/10. So the slope here is negative 1/2.